Hey y'all, it's Robin the Dixie Pixie. Welcome back to my channel. It is Fun Day Monday, so I've got a little quick tip for you today. And then I also wanted to answer a question about Saturday's little tutorial for the the Revlon 24-hour stay foundation. So first let me get to the little tip. So for years and years and years when I danced, performed on stage, under those lights, you know, they're so hot, you've got to find ways to keep your makeup on. So one of the little tricks that we developed was, I actually learned it from the person that was like the wardrobe coordinator and the makeup coordinator, learned this little trick. So we would take mustache wax that guys, when they would, you know, have the big handlebar mustaches, would use on their mustaches, and we would put it on our eyebrows to keep them in place. Well, I did that for a long time. You know, I did that all when I was performing, and then I stopped doing it, and I just did my regular old eyebrows the way that I always did. And then I saw that CoverGirl had come out with this TruMagic. And mine looks really yucky, y'all, so let me try to show you. Let me open it this way and see if this way. But it's TruMagic. I still don't know if y'all can see that. Anyway, it's called TruMagic. It says Skin Perfector. And you're supposed to, like, use a little sponge and dab it on and use it as instead in place of powders. And I know Mally Beauty has something similar to this, but it's wax, y'all. I mean, it's just wax. So I don't like putting it on my skin. I tried it a couple times and I didn't like the way it worked on my skin, and I was very scared that it was going to clog up my pores. So but the consistency of it, because it is kind of just this waxy feeling stuff, is very much like the mustache wax that we used to use on our eyebrows. So I have a this is a concealer brush by Essence of Beauty. It's a really tight little brush, just really tight, and I just take a teeny tiny bit of this True Beauty on both sides, and I kind of wipe it down good, and I just lay it over my eyebrows after I've done them, and I go back in with the tip and kind of brush through them so they don't look matted down, and your eyebrows are fixed for the rest of the day. So there's a little tip to just keep your eyebrows in place. That True Beauty, this is a small one. They don't sell it like this. I'm pretty sure I got this in a kit for Mother's Day with some mascara and an eyeshadow, and it had this something else. But so usually they come in a bigger container than this, and I don't know how much they are. They're probably at least like $8.99, I would think, maybe $12.99, something like that, because it's a pretty good size. But yeah, you just kind of layer it on there, kind of brush it on, and it keeps your eyebrows in place. So there's a little tip for that. And then let me go back to yesterday when I was talking about the 24-hour Color Stay Whipped. I had mentioned that it wasn't a full coverage, but it really is a full coverage. It wasn't covering this little spot that I had, but that was a really bad spot that was going to take a lot of work to get covered up. I don't think, I mean, maybe Dermablend or something like that would have covered it on the first swipe, but it is a very good coverage. I mean, I've got it on again today. It's a flawless finish. It's almost photo ready, like that I think is Photo Ready by Revlon. I can't remember, but they have some powders that would go good with it too, I think. But I like my cheaper powders that I use. But it is a good coverage. It's a whipped foundation, so it is pretty good and thick. It goes on pretty well. I mean, that's just on my hand, and you can see that while it blends, you can see it. So it's a pretty good finish. And then the other question that I had a lot of was, why do I put the powders on underneath my makeup? And that's just a trick from performing on stage under hot lights or outside performing in hot heat, in extreme temperatures. Your face has to stay when you're performing at theme parks and things. You can't be having sweaty makeup running all over the place. So putting the powders on underneath was just a trick that we would use. And like I said, or I don't know if I mentioned, but we always use the pancake makeup, and I can't find it anywhere anymore. I don't even know if they make it anymore. I'm gonna have to look online and see if I can find it somewhere, and I'll show you. But it was, you know, a thin little, it was called pancake makeup, and you could use it wet or you could use it dry, and it was a really thick powder makeup. It was not good for your skin though. And then, like I said, I'll use just loose powders or really translucent powders just to dust over if I'm just doing a light finish. But I really like the Mosaic Color Wheel by NYC, because it's the closest thing that I found to that pancake makeup to do it all over. And I do it a little thicker if I'm really wanting it to stay out. And so that's why I put the powder underneath my base makeup. The Revlon Color Stay is a good foundation. It is pretty thick and covers very well. And try that TruMagic to cover up those eyebrows. Those are just a few tips from the Dixie Pixie. Oh, I want to ask one favor from everybody. I hope you stick around. I know it's getting a little long, but my son Spencer is going to be graduating this year, in May of next year actually, to become a youth minister. And he is on a mission trip, and he's in Africa. He left last Thursday, and he will not be back until the 11th of October. And he is in Nigeria, and Mama is very proud of him and just blessed that he has had this opportunity. But I'm a mama, so I'm pretty nervous too with everything that's going on. I know that the Lord has him in his hands, and that's what I believe, but I'm still a mama, and I can't stop worrying. So I would so love to have anyone's thoughts or prayers or just good wishes towards Spencer for his trip while he's there, and for his safety and for his health and for his trip back. I would really appreciate that from everybody. I love you all. Hope these tips have helped you have some ideas to save money, have fun, and look fabulous. God bless you, and y'all have a great week. I'll see you Wednesday for What I'm Loving Wednesday. So y'all come back and see me now. You hear?